LIV Golf's CEO has been trying to quell the speculation that the league is in deep financial trouble. Scott O'Neill sent a memo to his staff yesterday in which he insists the 2026 season of the controversial tour will continue as planned and uninterrupted. The Financial Times, among others, has reported that Saudi Arabia's public investment fund is on the verge of cutting its financial backing, which would jeopardise its future. For more on that, we can speak to our golf correspondent, Ian Carter, fresh back from his coverage of the Masters. And I guess that's the point, Ian. There were millions, billions of us probably watching the Masters at the weekend. That's not the case when it comes to LIV.
Yes, that is one of their big issues. They have always struggled to attract vast television audiences. Their figures have been very, very low. And by contrast, there were the viewing figures for the Masters and the victory for Rory McIlroy were higher than they have been for many years. So in that respect, golf is pretty buoyant. But for LIV, they have still to make that cut through. They have done it on a local level. They've done it in Adelaide and in South Africa with big sellout crowds, and they celebrated that greatly only last month. And at that point, Scott O'Neill was saying that the funding from Saudi Arabia was in place until at least 2032. Now, the reassurance, if you like, of that email only goes as far as this season is concerned. The fact that there was so much silence initially when these rumours and the reporting started yesterday suggests that there is a great deal of uncertainty over the future of the LIV Golf League.
War does tend to reprioritise certain spending choices, Ian. I don't know if that is linked to the current rumours that we're hearing. What are the players making of it, and how many of them are starting to get, nervous about the financial commitments that were made?
Well, players haven't said anything publicly yet. They're playing in Mexico today. You would expect that after their rounds, they're going to be asked about that. And it'll be interesting to see what their responses are going to be. Sergio Garcia, one of the players, said yesterday that he hadn't heard anything untoward or that the league was about to shut down. But it seems like most people are in the dark here as far as what the future might hold for LIV. Executives, it was reported, were summoned to a meeting in New York. And as you say, war changes priorities. And when you consider that Saudi Arabia has ploughed $5 billion already into the LIV League since its inception in 2021, that is a massive investment that, were it to be shut down, would be seen potentially as quite the waste of money.
One to watch. Ian Carter, thank you very much.